Hello everybody, this is Sci-Fi Junkie and again on this lovely, wonderful Tuesday afternoon. Now if you guys have kept up with, me tweeting and Facebooking, I do know that I share, way too much on Facebook and might complain a little too much on Twitter. But if you have, you would have noted that I made a tweet about not being able to stream right now because of owing AT&T over close to $200. Granted, I'm not saying that we don't owe AT&T money for the bill or anything like that, but what I will go into is the fact that we've called AT&T a number of times. Actually, my mother called because it's actually her bill and I'm just a caregiver. One of the sad deals with being a caregiver is not anybody wants to talk to you as a caregiver. But anyway, so my mother has called AT&T to reduce the bill, either by doing away with the satellite or going for a lower package for satellite. As far as I know, she did manage to get the phone lowered down because we don't really use it all that much anymore because no one wants to talk to us. But they did actually manage to do that. They did manage to lower the package on the phone bill, which makes no sense that they would not lower the package for DirecTV, but yet they would do it for the phone. AT&T, I have no clue what the hell you're doing, but you need to understand unless you listen to your customers. Anyway, now she's been trying to call also to get maybe a better discount or maybe get the discount she had back. And I think it was by the third call, finally we get something saying, oh, we'll bring it back and all this other stuff, but you have to pay your $300 previous bill. So our bill went from $200 to $350 something just with a phone call. Which I guess you're not too bad. It wouldn't be bad if they would make it where we can make smaller payments on it, or maybe I guess I'm asking too much for that. But anyway, they wanted it up front in order to get the bill, the new wonderful, lovely discounts. Well, that turned out to be false because my mother happened to look on the bill and all of a sudden we're getting the discounts even though we didn't pay the amount that they said that we needed to pay because, well, we made billing arrangements and then they still didn't listen to the fact that she couldn't pay that much for the billing arrangements and blah, blah, blah. So now that's where we come to us not having internet. At least that's what we thought anyway. Or, matter of fact, we didn't even think we had phone. Well, we were wrong on that department because, for one, all of a sudden our phone rang and it was for a lovely, lovely telemarketer that probably called before about the lovely, oh, your car's insurance or warranty, or strike that as the whole your car's warranty is expired crap, even though we've already had our vehicle's warranty expired long ago because we bought it used and it didn't have any warranty. So we thought that was kind of odd. Now, as you guys very well know, I actually do have a cell phone or a smartphone. Everything, the very first webcam that I actually used for the longest time until my brother managed to give me a lovely webcam that I'm happily using right now. So I pick up my freaking, I pick this up, I dial with the number, and all of a sudden, holy cow, the freaking phone rings, but we can't dial out. It keeps on saying that we can't make non-emergency calls. So, I think that was maybe last week sometime. Last night, I had the idea that figured, well, I wonder if it works the same way with the internet. Because as you guys very well know, I actually host my own website. Granted, I use no IP for the domain thing, or domain name stuff. I just wish I would have made it where it was www.chadcummings.me instead of chadcummings.noip.me. But hey, it works. Mainly because it's my website. That's the reason why I went with the .me and not .com or anything else. But the thing is, last night I had a wonderful, lovely idea. Because what we've noticed when the internet started flaking out is the fact that AT&T will keep HTTPS part of the internet going, the secure part of the internet going, because I can actually still go to YouTube, I can still go to Facebook, I can still go to Twitter, I can still upload videos, because I actually uploaded one maybe a couple days ago, I think, about, matter of fact, I don't even remember what it was about. That's what happens when you're a caregiver, you kind of forget what you talk about in your previous videos. Anyway, so I was actually able to upload a video, because the way YouTube works with using HTTPS connections. So that means pretty much most of the internet works for us here, even though we are supposed to be cut off. Now, as you know, AT&T actually has to use HTTPS when it comes to accepting payments and stuff like that. Or, as a matter of fact, anybody that accepts payments or e-commerce or anything dealing with buying and selling of stuff and everything like that. Because if they use HTTP, which is the standard means of displaying a web page, it is not necessarily trusted because nothing's encrypted. Data is flowing freely in a form in which you could actually clearly read credit card information, addresses, phone numbers, whatever a website needs to send, or like send a product. If you're ordering a product or something like that, they require the address, credit card number, phone number, everything to know who you are and where to send the product to, or where to send the service to, or whatever. So, I had an idea yesterday. Can I actually get to my own website that's hosted here at the house from outside? So what I did is I flipped off Wi-Fi, because here recently I learned that the Wi-Fi still works, even though it says it doesn't, on my phone. So I flip off the Wi-Fi. That means, yay, wonderful, I'm actually using the mobile network internet, which I actually use Ting, and you guys need to look into Ting if you guys want a wonderfully decent service. Actually, I actually do highly recommend it, because granted, their automated system on warnings and stuff like that about your bill do have a tendency to get a little medieval on you, but in short, the service is pretty good, because you actually talking to a live person. It doesn't matter if you're talking to them on forums, it doesn't matter if you're talking to them on the phone. It's just that their automated stuff needs to have a major work on how it addresses problems. Anyway, so I flipped off Wi-Fi, I go on the mobile network, strictly straight on mobile network, because my phone, it will It's like modern phones now, where if it can't go to a website with Wi-Fi, it'll flip it over to the freaking mobile network, which is using data. Anyway, I actually go to my website, and lo and behold, my website comes up. Now, granted, this lovely, wonderful phone was on mobile network. It was on a totally different network, separated from everything else. So, I am really not sure what AT&T is doing right now, because if they really wanted to prevent people from using the internet for their service while it's supposed to be turned off. See, I was under the impression that it was completely turned off. See, the first go around, I was under the impression it was completely turned off. See, this is not our first time of us having problems with paying our bill, unfortunately. Matter of fact, the first time they cut it off, that's when I realized, oh, we can still go to Facebook, still go to YouTube, still go to Twitter. Of course, I was back before I had Twitter, so I didn't really know that I could actually go back to Twitter. But anyway, you get the point. See, if I was like AT&T, I would make it go straight to their website. That makes it where it forces the customer to pay the bill. But I guess since HTTPS connections can't really be redirected in a way, I don't know why not. I mean, you just flip a switch and there you go. But this is what makes me not like AT&T at all, because, or in fact, any company like AT&T. I've not had the pleasure of dealing with Comcast or any other company dealing with phone or internet. Now, the only time that I've had dealings with an incoming company relating to TV was Cox Cable. Back when Cox Cable was an actual thing and everybody wanted cable. Now that everybody wants satellite, they're pretty much not really a thing anymore. Anyway, I do apologize for this video being as long as it is. I did not intend for it to be more than 5 minutes. But this is a problem. This is one of the main problems with dealing with a company that tries to take over, TV, internet, phone, all that stuff. So it's like AT&T's trying to be like the Amazon of the telecommunications part of everything. Now, luckily, I have found another company, but unfortunately, since AT&T gave us the supposed discounts again, I don't call it a discount when it's $113, $114 a month just for all three services. But when we got the supposed freaking discounts again, it placed us under a contract again. Without being told we were on a contract, we were placed on a contract again. So that's another thing I don't like about AT&T. They'll go ahead and give you a lovely discount and don't tell you that you're on a contract until you either log into the. So I think the only reason why my mother found out is because, well, she logged into the website because it has the HTTPS stuff, so she could actually still log into their account. But that's when she found that we were placed on a contract yet again. So it seems that the only way to get any discounts from AT&T, or maybe anyone at all, is to be placed on a contract where you have to use them specifically. Now, that normally would not be a problem, except for the fact that when I stream, that's when the problems come around. So, I might go into detail later about how to potentially fix a connection with AT&T if you got one of those all-in-one freaking routers. I have not decided yet because, well, I've complained about it on on Facebook, or not Facebook. Yeah, I might have complained about it on Facebook, but I complained about it on Twitter. By the means of having, a couple of servers, and it kind of negates what the router's doing to a certain extent to speed up internet. But anyway, as I said before, I did not intend for this to be a 10-minute video. Matter of fact, I intended it to be a 5-minute video. But as you can very well see, I am not too thrilled about AT&T and how they treat customers, especially when they do not listen to customers and talk people into contracts and all sorts of wonderful stuff. Matter of fact, my mother was told that if she lowered or done away with the satellite, that the bill would actually go up instead of down. So they actually do scare you into a bundle, to be honest, and it's not exactly what makes a good company when they scare you into going into a bundle. It's a lot like what is it? EA is doing with Anthem. By the time I happen to play with it, because I am more primarily a console player, which means it's the 26th of February before I could even potentially play it. But I can't even play it on the 22nd because, well, you have to have internet to play it. So, but you guys probably heard a crap ton of stuff about EA. I'm not going to go into EA. You want to go find videos about EA? Just search YouTube. You'll find plenty of them. Anyway, as I said before, I did not intend for this to be long. And so, when it comes to internet, phone, or TV, you need to really consider the company that you're going for. You might have to pick the worst of two evils, because they're all evil companies. All they're after is for money, and they potentially will not care how much money you make, as long as how much money they're getting from you. So, until next time, don't have too much fun.